Been to see all the sacks this year.
Yeah, it's been good. The guys, they take pride in getting after the quarterback. And, Coach Eric Shernander, our DC, has done a great job of dialing up pressures, for our defense. And the guys has, just done their job. That's been the biggest emphasis. Is if you do your job, you're going to be able to make plays. And don't go out there and do too much. So it's been good for those guys to, go out there, do their job, and, get the benefits of what they're doing out there.
I mean, is it just pressure? I mean, so many different guys getting involved too. Does it get kind of contagious too, or one guy gets one and somebody else wants one?
Yeah, I think it's all within the scheme. There's not, okay, we go let, this guy go get a sack. We're just, creating pressures for those guys to go out there, and based off what the offense is showing us on film, and, we're able to call those pressures in the game, and now guys are out there able to go pass rush and do what they're supposed to do.
What do you think of the sack thing for the D linemen, where they're getting some money for with the NIL stuff?
Yeah, I think that's big for those guys. Former, guys that have played here that know what it means to, play defensive line here. The standard is very high here. Especially for myself, I play here, and I know what it is when we have a really good defensive line. And so those guys know that they can go out there and work hard, put in the work, and at the end of the day, benefit from something that they're getting done.
What's the biggest challenge UNLV presents to your unit?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is, throughout the whole week is, they have a really good quarterback. They have a really good offense, not just the quarterback. The quarterback drives the offense, but we know that we have to first off, stop the run. We were able to stop the run. Now we can go get after the quarterback, and this is a mobile quarterback. And that's always a challenge when you play a mobile quarterback is, okay, how can we contain this quarterback in the pocket? What things do we have to do? And so for us, is how can we contain the quarterback this week, and how can we stop their run?
It's not just the quarterback and one running back. It's
No.
multiple guys doing it. It's just what challenges that pose to have to be eyes on all players.
Yeah, and it goes back to what I said earlier. It's just like, there's 11 guys on defense. Every single person doing their job, every single play. And it goes from our safeties, to our corners, to our linebackers, to our defensive line. If we all can, on Friday night do our job, and we can be able to contain their offense, but it's going to come down to, having the discipline to do that every single play.
Two of the quarterbacks we've seen this year, you guys got 8 sacks.
Yes.
That would be Shager and Mateer. How does he compare Williams with what he wants to do with what those two wanted to do?
Yeah, it goes back to it. When we play mobile quarterbacks already, and he's a mobile quarterback, and it goes to it is that we have to contain the pocket. We can't, send a pressure and then, one guy jump out of his gap, and then now we have the, pressure miss, and the quarterback takes off and gets going. It goes back to it. Okay, we send this pressure, all 11 guys do their job, and we contain them in the pocket. We talked about it. The different pocket leverage we have and how we can contain them inside the pocket. So it just goes back to just doing our job as a front forward, and then whoever else we send.
A lot's been made about the lack of takeaways, and you guys the front line's doing its job, creating conflict and pressure. Is there anything more that the front line can do to help the back end of the guys create more turnovers?
Yeah, I think it comes back, with sacks. I talked about this the other day. When you're constantly getting pressure on the quarterback, guess now that quarterback, he's looking at his first, second read, and he's taking off. Or he's looking at his first, second read, and now his eyes are on the front four to see what those guys are doing. So it's not terms of, okay, we're not getting takeaways, but in terms of, quarterbacks are thinking, okay, once I have to look at my second read, I got to be ready to see what's coming after that. And so, quarterbacks have done a good job of, okay, finding the first check down, finding the first route, and throwing it. And so, yes, we put a big emphasis on winning the turnover battle. And so we do have to create takeaways, and we've done a good job of practicing in practice and building those habits, and it is something that we stress for our defense.
I know, as Coach D says, it's the big game because it's the next one. But
Yep.
no denying the importance of this matchup.
Yep.
Just the stage, the opportunity, what it could mean down the road. How excited are you guys?
Yeah, we're excited, but I go with what Coach D said. For me, it is our next game. We have to be 1-0 in each and every week, and it starts with practice. 1-0 in practice, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so we can go play in a game, a big-time game on Friday night. And if we do our job throughout this week, we're going to be ready to take care of business when it comes to Friday night.
Is it cool with the new playoff and everything? Just kind of how a random October game like this,
Yeah.
It means so much. Just the way the system's set up that for you guys, for UNLV too. It's obviously gonna have a lot of eyes on it. Is that part of it pretty cool?
Yeah, I love it. It's two really good teams, playing each other on Friday night. And we've put in the work, they've put in the work, and I give them credit. That is a really good team that we're going to play on Friday night, and we just have to do our job. and I keep hitting this, and it's probably because we hit it on defense and meetings all this morning. It's just we go out there, we execute our 111, and we're gonna feel good at the end of the game with us just doing what we're supposed to do.
You know, we talked earlier in the year and we thought, hey, maybe Ahmad might be better, but not have more sacks because
Yeah.
of the attention he's going to get.
Yeah.
He's on pace to have more sacks
Yeah.
than he had last year. You've seen the film a million times. Like, what type of attack are our offensive lines giving to him, and how is he handling it?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. You know, everybody talks about this Hawaii game and with Jaden Version, and a lot of it was, you know, Ahmed got to slide to him, and we always say, you know, everybody know who's Ahmed is. Coming in on his second year, he's going to get chips, he's going to get slide to, and so now that takes care of, okay, we need other guys to step up and make plays, and Ahmed has done his job of, you know, attacking the quarterback and still, you know, making pressure on the quarterback, but it's been good. I mean, for a guy to see, you know, Jaden Version just rise up. You know, I mean, probably nobody believed me, but I told you guys in the offseason, just watch out for Jaden Version, watch out for Jaden Version, you know, and the work he's put in this offseason, the work he constantly put in every single day, it's been tremendous as a coach to see him just work, and it's starting to pay off. And yes, I tell guys this, if, you know, they slide to Ahmed, guess what? JV, you have a one-on-one. If they slide to, you know, JV, now Ahmed has the one-on-one. And it goes to our whole defense, our whole front four. It's like you can't just pick on one guy. And so it's been good for those guys. Yes, if you want to send a slide, this protection or that protection, now we all have to do our job, our 111, and go win your 111.
We've talked to you a lot about your story, but just being a former player here and stuff, and now being a coach and having a chance to have a historic season here, I mean, just how much fun are you having with what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I tell you this, man. It goes back to, you know, the pride of our defensive line. You know, I was, you know, brought up by older guys that taught me the way. And taught me what it meant to work hard, taught me what it meant to go out there and, you know, do what it takes to be a Bronco. And that's what I'm trying to lead this next group of young men. I get the opportunity to make an impact on these guys every single day. And so, you know, Jaden, you know, Max, you know, Ahmed, all those guys, Tavion, every single day I'm pushing those guys to get their best each and every day. And it's been fun for me. And every single day I'm a believer of taking one day at a time, not overlooking at anything. And so every single day I show up here, I try to give 110% of my effort, 110 of my focus, so I can, you know, make an impact on those guys.
Thanks, Jabril.
Yeah, thank you.